Hello, this is Azanar, and welcome back to Knights of Honor Roman Restoration. Last episode, we have been continuing, again, to build up our strength, but we've been training some new armies and getting ready for a war. Our war is against the Ottomans. The Ottomans have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 provinces, and in this war, our goal is to completely subdue and swallow them whole.
What is your command?
We'll be bringing 9 more territories into our fold, close to doubling in size.
Back to the castle.
And it's going to be good. Our armies are now completely fully trained into what I'm going to do now. I'm going to move Alexios out of the Crimea, and I'm going to send him to Trebizond. We're still going to wait a tad here, just because we need to make sure that these armies are full on food. Looks like they are. Now what we're going to do, we're going to move Bartolomeos back in, and we're going to move both of you towards the port. Oh, wax. How nice. Moesia, you have one last thing to do. Rigger store. Get tackling.
A new construction has been finished, sire.
Going to move Alexius towards Trebizond. Now, I said in the last video, but I will reiterate the idea. We're going to have Army East jump down from the border towards Cappadocia. We're going to have Army Center move from the border here towards the province of Antalya. And we're going to have Army West hit Crete. We're going to want to do this all simultaneously as to throw the enemy off guard, as well. Hopefully, we can catch a couple enemy armies at the same time. We're going to move you towards the jumping off point. We're going to move you two towards your jumping off points. Ah, sad. The conversion of Hellas has failed. Like I said before, this is something that can happen. But luckily, our cleric was not murdered in the process.
Your wisest of rulers.
Oh, I really hope this male heir comes of age before our leader dies. I really do. You have no idea. Okay, Army West is at the jumping off point.
What is your command?
Armies Center and East we are still waiting for, but they should be there soon enough. Gonna want to move Army West actually a little further away from Crete. We just want a little more room to maneuver if there are armies there. Oh, funny, the Ottomans have declared war on... Holy moly, what happened? Interesting. The Ottomans, apparently, just inherited all of the territory of the Fatimids. Okay. Slight change in plans. We are not going to swallow the Ottomans whole here. We're going to invade all their territory and land Crete through Antioch, and we're going to leave Lebanon south out. When did this happen? Oh boy, that's kind of crazy, but whatever. That does not dissuade me. Having an enemy this strong doesn't mean we won't be able to kick the snot out of him. He just has more territories to defend with the same amount of armies. Now guys, let's hit it. Nobody in Crete we are going to get. I might want to declare war on him first. Ah, silly me. Okay, Bartolomeos and Basileos, head there. You boys, jump off into Antalya. You two, jump off into Cappadocia. We've hit the siege. We're going to want to see here where the enemy is. Is there enemies in Cappadocia? Yes, there is. There's an enemy army heading south under Pasha Danahalil. There are, however, no enemies in Antalya. We're going to send both of the center armies to put up siege. As well, we're going to redirect Alexius and Andronicus to assault Cappadocia. We're going to direct the assault of Crete We are winning decisively, and we have way more troops.
Political. A new building.
Now, as you can see, it is a really good thing I went up to 6 armies here, isn't it? We're going to retry to convert Hellas here. We now have the money for it. Oh, the Pope is dead. Ooh, cleric from Mecklenburg is now the Pope. One thing that can happen, it won't happen to us because we're Orthodox, but if you're Catholic, your cleric can be elected Pope, and you can use special actions with him as Pope. You cannot, however, use him to adopt populations or convert provinces, so it's not particularly wonderful. We have rebels in Cappadocia, that's to be expected.
What is your wish?
We're going to send Alexius to deal with that. We have victories in Crete and Cappadocia.
Political view.
Now we're going to sit on what we've taken here. As this war progresses, I may start simply seizing authority, but I don't want to do that right now. Why is our wealth so crap? Yes, Alexius, fight. Kingdom is pleased. Of course, he says, why is this so crap all of a sudden? Our trade routes are giving us next to nothing. Why?
My name is worth many bags of gold.
Oh, right. The Golden Horde hates us now. They're not at war with us, but they hate us. Oh, Novgorod's a vassal of his.
Now I feel wiser.
We have won a battle.
Well, I need money. For a moment, I'm going to stop trading with the Golden Horde. It's not going to hurt our relationship at all. Possible to hurt it more. Going to trade with Sweden for now. Eventually, like I said. Whoa. Okay.
Political view.
I should have paid some more attention to that. We lost our center army against Antalya. No matter.
Infidels beware. A new crusade.
You can see how this can happen, eh? The game tells you that you have fantastic odds and everything's good, and it turns out you don't. New Marshal, I'm going to send him to Saloon. Oh, I need to look for recruitment centers. And have another Marshal in Karvuna.
Our cleric was successful and converted a province.
We'll quickly grow a new center army. There's no deal. Ah, good. Conversion is successful.
What is your wish?
What we're going to do now is we're going to hold our positioning.
What is your wish?
The loss of the center army, which, yes, stupid, and probably my fault for not paying attention, is a big blow. You can see the game told us that we had a decisive victory coming. And then, as we continued, as we took damage, our armies eventually lost all their morale and died.
What is your wish? Let us
Misplay, but not worried about it. I'll take a trade agreement with Granada.
Yes, my lord.
Political view.
Now, we're still allied with the Golden Horde. In order for him to break this alliance, it would cost him an enormous amount of kingdom power. So we don't think he's necessarily going to do that easily or quickly.
What is your command?
Okay, here we go. You're all done. I'm going to send him to Thrace to get ladders.
Yes.
I'm going to send this army to Thrace to get ladders after this as well. Now, the problem, I think, is that they don't have any battle experience. We're going to want to gain these armies battle experience. Then Hull is moving south. The Ottomans right now aren't really paying attention to us too much. I'm not sure why. Weird. Yeah, so what we're going to want to do is get these armies a little bit of experience. Even 1 point
What is your command?
of leadership or dread will help measurably.
My liege.
I'm not going to wait for him in Saloon. We're going to send him to Nicaea. He can get the rest of his ladders there, and he can fill up on troops as well. So we're going to send Isakios to Nicaea as well. I'm going to move these armies towards Sinope. We can raid the monasteries here, and when we attack Sinope, the city itself, there won't be a wall.
Political view.
My liege. Move.
Luckily, Bartolomeos' troops are undamaged. We only lost 2 units in Basileos' army.
I'm leaving the castle.
Alexios' troops are undamaged. We lost 1 in Andronicus' army.
Political.
Although we have a, and I will admit this upon myself, major misplay in the loss of the center army. Should have been paying attention, wasn't. And that's what happens in this game when you do not pay attention.
What is your
And you
wish?
just assume that the game is being truthful to you.
What is your wish?
What is your wish?
Yeah, if you assume the game is being truthful to you, before you know it, you can lose everything. Now, for Tunis, for some reason, has declared war upon the Golden Horde. Who's Tunis at war with that would precipitate that? The Ottomans. Oh, the Ottomans are the Golden Horde's ally, so... Luckily, Tunis has a very high opinion of us because we're fighting with the Ottomans.
Yes, my lord. Back to the castle.
Okay, get your troops into Nicaea.
Let us
Move
land.
towards Nicaea.
Town authorities have been taken over.
Okay, now we're beginning to seize town authorities, and this means we're going to want to begin dealing with these provinces. Crete, we're going to adopt the population. We are not going to worry about conversions at all right now. Conversions cost an enormous amount of money we don't have, money we need to funnel into the war effort.
Let us restock and rest.
It's just not even a priority. Now, we're not going to refill all of his squads. What we're going to actually have to start doing now is being very choosy and reinforcing. The amount of money, thanks to the stupidity of losing our ally, it had not occurred to me that it would destroy the relationship and make it so we couldn't trade with them, so I hadn't considered it as a major issue. But I guess that's what happens. I'm not going to be building buildings right now, but I do want to be building in Trebizond. The buildings that are being built here are very cheap, so we need to keep developing that province.
Enemy troops
Here we go. The Ottomans are invading Cappadocia. Oh, he can do that. I'm not worried about it. We're not going to reinforce those units. We are going to reinforce that. Okay, now Alexius and Andronicus.
Move! Everybody out!
Large armies. Oh, the Sultan of the Ottomans. Well, we are going to change that.
For valor,
We're
attack.
going to move Alexius and Andronicus towards this army.
Raise sail.
And we're going to move these armies out of Crete. We're going to get ladders. And, okay, we're going to move you here.
We are on our way.
Fight Andronicus.
What is your command?
And we're going to move the new center army
What is your command?
towards the monasteries in... Oh, these monasteries are in Anatolia, not Sinope. Well, that's fine. We want to do some raiding to get them at least a point of leadership before we send them into any battle that may kill them.
Sire, we have won a battle.
Our Eastern army is handily beating this enemy.
My liege.
Slight damage to one of Alexios' troops, but that's fine. The enemy is heading south.
Political view.
What we're going to do then is redirect the Eastern Army north. We're going to resupply this damaged unit in Alexios' army. And then we're going to march east towards Rum.
My liege.
The Western Army, on the other hand,
Yes,
is going to get
moving up.
the
March.
privilege of attacking Antalya.
Sire, we have spotted enemy troops marching through our lands.
They're not invading Cappadocia, they're moving south. We're going to have Andronicus move in, resupply food, and as I said, we're going to march the army
At last,
east.
my sword was getting rusty.
Now, they are starting to marshal some armies against us, but we want to keep Ezekios and Ionikos safe right now. In order to do that, they need to be with each other. We're going to send them both to raid this mosque. And we have great news. Isaias. 3 to espionage, religion, and economy. Not bad. I especially like the economy. And we now have an heir. When our leader dies, which is going to be quite soon actually, we are going to have to deal with some rebellion problems. We may have to pull one of our armies off to deal with it. Pasha Halil is moving north. The Western Army is at a good jumping off point. We're going to move them into Antalya now.
None enter or leave this castle.
Yes.
Okay, we have recovered from our earlier misplay. And things are now looking up. Things are more or less going the way we want them to. Cappadocia adopts population.
I will crush these.
Alexius and Andronicus head straight for Rum. It's undefended, so should be quite easy for those two to take.
A new building has been built, sire.
Good. Continue to develop Trebizond. Fishmonger. Heck yeah. See, if these idiots in Trebizond had not spent forever building a church and a stables, this province would be so much more developed than it is. It really is a crime that at this point of the game, like that the AI does stupid crap like that.
What is your command?
We're going to signal the assault in Antalya.
My liege.
Center army continues to raid. Ooh, Polotsk lost. Well, Polotsk is still quite strong. Novgorod is a vassal of the Golden Horde. But
we have spotted enemy troops marching.
The Ottomans, the Ottomans are invading Trebizond. Interesting. Oh, no, he's retreating. Oh, he's moving into Anatolia. Oh, that's fine.
Sire,
We're going to get the Central Army to move into another raid here. We've conquered 2 new provinces.
You will not regret this.
The Queen has given birth to a healthy
Given birth to another prince, but I doubt that's really going to come to anything. Now, how are the state of our armies? Very strong, actually. Now, we don't know what the Ottomans are going to try here, so I'm going to move Alexius' army back to Cappadocia. Pasha Halil is moving north against our central army. 2-on-1, though, that shouldn't be a big problem.
I am more skilled now.
Now, the state of these armies, we're going to begin a slight retrofit. We're going to send Basileos to Nicaea, and we're going to send, eventually, Bartholomeos as well. They'll resupply themselves with Roman infantry there.
Good day, sire.
I'm going to get something started. We have the money. I'm now going to start this university in Hellas and get that going along the way here. Now, the big battle is coming. The Central Army should be able to defeat this army, and if they're not, I'm going to be quite disappointed. There's no reason for them to lose. Now, I can understand losing against Antalya. Antalya had troops in it, and it was backed up by town watch units. They didn't start with very good morale, yada yada. But this, if we lose this battle, I'm going to be quite annoyed. Yes, fight this battle. Now it says we're winning decisively, but I don't know anymore. Luckily, both the morale bars are full. It's good. Now this army is going to resupply in Anatolia, so
My lord, enemy troops are marching through our
rebels in Anatolia.
What is your command?
Move to deal with that.
Crush these bugs.
Pasha, yeah, Pasha Ekti is moving north.
Sire, you were awarded a glorious victory.
Oh, good. That army was destroyed utterly by the look of it. Now it looks like the new battleground here very quickly is going to be Anatolia. Or something similar. Oh, the Ottomans. They want peace. No, 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 no. I am looking to do much more damage to you than just click ya. Trust me on that, buddy.
Yes, my lord.
Our armies have won
Okay,
another battle.
now, luckily I can take leadership and dread in both of these armies here.
I am skilled now.
Now, what do we want to do? An army's moving in here.
Yes.
That's not necessarily a worry. I'm going to move the Central Army north against Sinop, and I think with those points of leadership and dread, I think we should be strong enough to take it.
What is your command?
I'm going to move Bartolomeos and Antalya. We're going to wait. No, we are not. We're going to immediately take over the town authority in Antalya.
The brightest ruler in the world.
And we'll adopt population here soon enough, but what I really want to do that for is to make sure this troop is strong. We are now going to move the Eastern Army towards Anatolia,
Yes.
while the Central Army will move on to Sinop.
What is your wish?
What is your wish?
And the Eastern Army will simply continue to sit on their hands. I will take town authority there, though.
May God bless you, my lord.
Political view.
My liege.
Political view.
Now, it says we're winning decisively. However, we don't have morale advantage. When the troops themselves meet, yes, we're taking morale damage, but they're losing men. They're losing military.
Sire, we
So, yes,
conquered
it's a
an
win.
enemy province.
Good. Very good.
I am more skilled now.
You will not regret this.
However, in that win, we have taken some damage. However, that's
We
fine.
have received
The
a
next
diplomatic message.
goal, Tunis. The next goal for Army Group Center is actually going to be the invasion of Armenia. So, I'm not particularly worried.
Yes,
I'm
my
in
lord.
preparation of that. I'm going to switch this to Army Group Center. You're redesignated Army Group East.
Let the sun always shine on you.
Okay, and things are going good. But that is enough
Enemy
for
troops
this
are marching through our
episode.
lands.
I am Azanar, signing off. If you like this video, give me a like. If you really enjoyed it, consider subscribing to my channel, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.